Yo, come one, come all, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we done, what we is, what we isn't, and what we is here today, bringing you guys and girls a bit of a difference today. I'm bringing you guys and girls a My Hero Academia World Mission review, spoiler-free review for the new movie that's just dropped. So I wanted to say it the day before last. And yeah, I just thought I would talk about my first impressions on it in a spoiler-free review, and I might do a detailed, breakdown or talk about it later in the week. But right now, this is just sort of, should you see the movie? Should you not see the movie? Is it worth going to see at some point in time? And pretty much the straight up answer is just going to be yes. Yes, it was a nice, enjoyable movie. I definitely will say, though, with the movie, it did have a stronger start than it did a back half of the movie. Again, I'm not spoiling anything for anyone, I'm not going to talk about anything in too much detail, but it really had a really, really strong, fast paced, well choreographed opening sort of 20 minutes to the movie, 20 minutes to half an hour to the movie. And then as the movie got on to the sort of final act, stuff really sort of seemed like it was just getting condensed down and glossed over, and not really, not a lot of thought was going into it as opposed to the first half of the movie. But that being said, it still was an absolutely amazing movie. There was some beautiful choreography in the movie and some beautiful tracking sequences and things like that. Artistically, it was really well put together and had a really interesting vibe and feel to it. For anyone out there that is a fan of One Piece movies, the opening credits for the movie felt scene for scene like a adaptation from the opening credits of the film Z movie, where you go through all the individual characters in sort of this oh, don't quite know the art style, but it's sort of like a monotone art style where you're just getting each of the teams flash up one after the other. And it was just a really beautiful sequence, and it was really entertaining. That being said, as well, there were some aspects of the movie where some people's character was sort of glossed over a bit, and they didn't get as much screen time or as much love as other characters in the story. To be fair, that is to be expected when you are watching a film as opposed to experiencing it in the anime or the manga, where they've got a lot more time to flesh people out and go over story arcs. But I think it was very apparent that later on in the movie, certain aspects of people's character, like, they were just sort of left over that they just had to do things with, as opposed to actually um, helping emphasize and promote the plot for those characters. That being said, if you haven't seen the movie and you want to see the movie, or this is helping you make up your mind whether or not you want to see the movie, do be aware that there is a special tie-in chapter called My Hero Academia Endeavor's Mission, or Endeavor's Training. You read it for free on the Viz Media website. Okay, be sure to check that out before you go see the movie, because it's it gives a timeline for when this movie takes place. Again, I won't spoil anything for you. If you want to go into this movie completely blind, you're completely free to do so. All right, but that tie-in chapter gives you a perfect timeline of when in the story it takes place, and it is definitely an entertaining movie, and it's definitely well worth going to watch. That being said, though, it does have ups and downs in it. It is not a perfect movie. If I was to give it a rating, it would be probably a solid 8 out of 10. I found myself enjoying it a lot more than I found myself disenjoying things. But like I said, there are certain aspects of the movie where things were just glossed over. No thought was put into certain moments or certain characters. But overall, very entertaining movie, great showcasing, and it was amazing for us to get a glimpse at other countries around the world and actually feel like there's bigger scope, especially since at the moment that is what's sort of being done in other storylines for My Hero Academia. It definitely is a lot more interesting to see them actually show us what the world looks like and the perception of the world around the place. Although I will say that there was a lack of communication for some aspects as to why certain people were involved in the movie in certain areas. It was sort of glossed over. You could infer it for yourself, but it doesn't necessarily make 100% sense, especially with the tie-in chapter that actually describes or acknowledges why um, the main three of Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki are actually there in the first place. That being said, like I said, overall, entertaining movie. Would I say go to watch it? Definitely. Movie was a solid 8 out of 10, alright? It had some beautiful action sequences, had an entertaining story. It was fun, it was beautiful, well animated for the most part, and it was definitely a bit bloodier than other movies that I've seen, other anime movies that I've seen. I'm pretty sure the version that I went to see was rated MA 15 plus, but it definitely wasn't super bad to watch. It wasn't an it had some violent moments, but it wasn't grotesquely violent in any moment of the story. It just had a bit of the typical My Hero Academia damage done to some people's bodies. So if you're someone that is avert to that sort of stuff, by all means, it isn't the worst thing in the world. That being said, this has been a spoiler-free review of the movie. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do. You know it's really appreciated. Follow me on the socials, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications of content like this. And if you wanted a bigger, in-depth breakdown of the movie, what you can do is comment in the comment section down below that you want me to put the effort in to actually talk about the movie in greater lengths. And if I get enough of that, I'll definitely put the time and effort in to do a bigger breakdown of the movie. That being said, peace. Have a damn good day. Nothing but love, nothing but respect. Goodbye.